confident. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're the greatest of all time.
We went to go see that Michael Jackson movie. She's like, I don't know, Janet wasn't involved, and I don't know, and I go, I don't give. I love a music biopic.
And the world showed up for the Michael magic to the tune of $226 million at the global box office. The film with the biggest opening of all time for any musical biopic, beating 2015 Straight Outta Compton.
Perfect movie to watch on like a plane. So we went and saw it. I loved it. I know they didn't get into all the shit, but like, I've already seen all the shit. I've seen the documentaries. I've seen the shit. I was alive when all the trials and shit was going on. What I loved about that movie was they just showed the Michael that I knew before the 90s. He was a black dude. He got a nose job. He made three incredible albums. Off the Wall, Thriller, and then Bad.
Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad. They created 3 hurricanes that basically went through the globe, and everybody got caught up and danced.
And, right around Bad, once he got the fucking John Travolta chin, that's when it started, and he started to become almost as white as me. That's when it was just like, it just kind of, they kept it light.
But, chimps are sensitive, though, to certain sounds and people. They either hide or they attack.
They kept it light. I even thought they were nice with the dad. As much as a dick that he was, I imagine he was way worse. He only made one comment about Michael's nose. He only beat him with the belt twice. Once they showed. By the second time, they realized you got the idea. And, then he was sort of a controlling douche.
Let me tell you something. In this life, you're either a winner or you're a loser. Y'all want to work in a steel mill like me for the rest of your days?
No, sir.
Yeah, because I sure as hell don't. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to hear you a little louder. Y'all willing to fight for it?
Yes, sir.
I need to think.
I told you what to think.
I will say, Quentin Tarantino will take something historically that actually happened, and then he'll just, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he just takes the Manson murders and flips it all around.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, these fucking hippie weirdos, they broke into my house.
What do you mean, like trying to rob you?
We don't know what the fuck they wanted with.
I would have loved if somebody did that with this movie, because I really feel like what the audience wanted was to see Michael beat the shit out of his dad. I mean, I did. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him just fucking be like, you know what? I'm going to go fucking solo. You half a werewolf looking motherfucker. And just, I always thought Joe Jackson looked like he started to turn into a werewolf and then stopped. I don't know. There was one huge laugh I had in it. Was, Michael burned his head in the Pepsi commercial. At one point, he's in the burn center. Like, he burned it really. I didn't know he got 3rd-degree burns. I had no idea. I thought he just got, first and second. He got the 3rd-degree burns or whatever.
It happened during the taping of his 1984 Pepsi commercial. On the 6th take, the pyrotechnics used in the commercial went off too soon, igniting Michael's hair. Nearly 10 seconds would pass before he realized his head was engulfed in flames, and Michael would then suffer 2nd and 3rd-degree burns.
So he's in the hospital because they were trying to show that he actually gave a fuck about people, So the guy that believed in him to go solo shows up. I mean, what do you bring a burn victim? I don't think flowers is the right thing. I don't know what the fuck. He was bringing him something. Some sort of ointment, a cream, I don't know.
Did you bring that?
Oh, the mouse. Yeah. That's for me.
I love that.
Good.
Thank you, Frank.
So he goes into the hospital. And he fucking, I they see him like reacting to seeing Michael, and they cut to him, and it's him talking to a guy who was burned way worse than him. But like the guy who was burned way worse than him was the main guy in the shot. So that's all I initially saw. So I bursted out laughing, like his manager was looking at this fucking guy that was burned over 90% of his body, not just the top of his head. And I thought he was going to be like, Jesus Christ, I knew he got burned, but what the fuck? You know what? So I bursted out laughing, as always. And Nia's looking at me like, what the fuck is your problem? But also laughing that I'm laughing that hard. And then she had to explain to me, no, the guy playing Michael was sitting next to him. I was like, oh. But the way the edit was, it was kind of a comedic edit, I thought.
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
Anyway, but I think it's a good movie, you know. Some people thought they left out too much shit. Well, it's a movie. You're going to do somebody's life in 2 hours that lived for 50 years. You're going to sum up 50 years in 2 years, 2 hours? I mean, granted, a lot of it is sleeping. I will say that. They never showed him sleeping in that fucking oxygen tank. You know, what am I going to bitch about that? That's like when people bitch about accents. You know, I like The Departed, but, you know, I couldn't get past the accents. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up with that.
All my kids had full-time jobs by the time they were 5. And if they didn't like it, they could talk to Ma Bell.
So you did crap your drawers, is that what's going on?
Don't you sass me, Jimmy Fallon. Don't do it. I'll put you over my knee and beat you till candy come out.